Hello children, today we are going to start reading chapter 2 of your English grammar book. So you can see over there nouns written. So the name of the chapter today is nouns. Today I am preparing this video using screen recorder, and over here on the screen you can see the page, that is the page that's the page from your grammar book itself. And this way, when I am preparing a video, I hope that preparing this video for you, I hope that the voice will be clearer, because in the previous video I have got response from some of the students that the voice quality, that is whatever I say, is not that clear. So today I am making use of the screen recorder and recording this video. So now without any further ado, let's start. So you all know what nouns are. Nouns are naming words. If you say simply, then now let's start reading from the book. So let's learn. You have learned that the sentence has two parts, a subject and a predicate. Yes, I had taught you already this thing. I had taught you that a subject is there and a predicate is there in a sentence. So a sentence has two parts, that is subject and predicate. And I had also taught you that in some sentences there might be more than two subject and more than two predicate. But the words in a sentence can be divided into 8 classes: noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. So this is true that the words that we use in order to make sentence, these words can be categorized into how many types? So 8 types. So what are those? Then they are noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. These classes are called parts of speech. So these are called what? So these words that I talked about just now, the 8 classes, they are called what? They are called parts of speech. You also have learned about parts of speech in class 3. So the book is saying that you have already learned about it. That is, you have already learned about parts of speech in class 3. In this chapter, we will learn more about nouns and their kinds. So in this chapter, what are we going to learn about? We are going to learn about nouns. And what are nouns? Nouns are also what? A part of parts of speech. So you need to remember, if anyone will ask you that are nouns parts of speech, then you have to say yes, they are. So the name of a person, animal, place, or thing is called a naming word. So what you need to remember is that the name of a person, like what's your name, what's your father's name, what's your mother's name, or what is your sister name, or what is your teacher name. So all these names of persons are what? Examples of noun. Similarly, names of animals, these are also examples of noun. Name of place, so the place where you live is an example of noun. The name of the place is an example of a noun. And similarly, the names of thing is also an example of noun. So over here, you need to keep in mind that the name of a person, animal, place, or thing is called a naming words. Is called a naming word. The naming word is called a noun. So the naming word is called a noun. So what is noun? Noun is a naming word. So over here you can see a noun is the name of a person, animal, place, or thing. So you can think of the name of persons, like you can think of the name of your friends. So the name of your friend is an example of noun. Similarly, the name of an animal, like if you have a domestic animal and if you have named it something, that, like, let's say you have kept its name like Tom, then Tom is going to be an example of what? Noun. Similarly, the name of a place, so if you are living in a village, or if you are living in a town, so if you have the name of the village that where you live is going to be an example of noun. And similarly, the name of the town where you are living or where you are going to live is going to be what? An example of a noun. Similarly, over here you can see thing. So name of a thing is also going to be an example of noun. So what is a noun? A noun is the name of a person, animal, place, or thing. So what I want you to do today is kindly memorize this definition of noun. So if I ask you ever that what is noun, then you have to remember that a noun is the name of a person, animal, place, or thing. So now let's look at these sentences that are provided. Number 1, the doctor is in the clinic. So over here we can see we are talking about what? We are talking about doctor. Now who is a doctor? Doctor is the person who gives us what? Treatment. When we fall sick, you go to whom? When we fall sick, we go to the doctor. The doctor is the person who gives us treatment. So the doctor is in the clinic. So where is the doctor? The doctor is in the clinic. Clinic is the place where the doctor sits, and what does he do? He checks his patients. So doctor is we are referring to a person, and clinic is the place. Similarly, in number 2, in sentence number 2, you get to see The dog is under the tree. So where is the dog? So you need to know it is under the tree. So tree is the name of a thing, and similarly dog is the name of an animal. So over here we get to see that the doctor, clinic, dog and tree are examples of what? They are examples of nouns. The words doctor, clinic, dog and tree are nouns. So same thing has been mentioned over here. So now look at this sentence. So let's look at this sentence that's provided in your book. Madhu is a teacher. Like I am your teacher. Similarly, Madhu is a teacher. So Madhu is what? Madhu is also a name of a person. But this is Madhu is a name of a particular person. That also you need to keep in mind. The word teacher, if you see over there, the word teacher is the name of a person. It is common to all persons who teach. So yes, that's true. I am also your teacher. Similarly, someone else is also your teacher. So teacher is what? So it is common to all the persons who teach you. So this word, that's this name teacher, is common to all the persons who teach you. It might be a tuition teacher, it might be a math teacher, it might be a assistant teacher, like I am your English teacher. So this teacher is the name of a person, and it is common to all persons who teach. Similarly, the word teacher is a common noun. So that's why what kind of noun this teacher is? The word teacher is a common noun. Whereas if you talk of Madhu now, the word Madhu is the name of a particular teacher. It is not common to all teachers. So you need to keep in mind that the name Madhu refers to one particular teacher, and when you say Madhu, then you don't understand another name. So that's why Madhu is the name of what? A particular teacher. So it is what? It's a proper noun. It is not common to all teachers. So when you say Madhu, you don't understand me. That is, my name is Priyanka. You don't understand Sangu ma'am, because we are not saying Sangu ma'am. We are saying Madhu. Similarly, you need to keep in mind over here that what a teacher is a common noun, because when you say a teacher, then the teacher might be me, that is your Priyanka ma'am. It might be some other teacher like Farin ma'am. It might be some other teacher like let's say Sangu ma'am, or some other teacher like Neeti ma'am. These are examples of what? Teacher. So the word teacher is applicable to all of us. That is all the teachers who are all the people who teach you. So however, but when you say Priyanka ma'am, you don't understand some other teacher. Like when you refer to me, you tell me Priyanka ma'am, you don't tell me some other name, because Priyanka ma'am refers to me. And when you want to talk to someone else, you don't say my name, you call that teacher by their name. So that is something you need to keep in mind, because here also the book is trying to explain the same thing to you, that Madhu is the name of a particular teacher. So when you say Madhu, like you say Priyanka ma'am, so you don't understand some other teacher, you are referring to that particular teacher. So over here we are trying to understand what common noun is, what proper noun is. So now let's read further. So over here you get to see the names which are common to all people, animals, places or things are called common nouns. So what are common nouns? This is also very important. You need to remember, you need to memorize this. So I want you to learn today what are nouns. You need to learn what are common nouns, and you also need to learn what are proper nouns. So once again, let me read from the book what are common nouns. Then the names which are common to all people. So if I say doctor, then that doctor can be any other doctor. So doctor is also a common noun, like we had taken the example of teacher. Similarly, if I say a lawyer, so lawyer also can be any lawyer. A cook, a cook can also be any cook. So you need to keep in mind that these are names which are common to all people. So these words that I just used just now are examples of common nouns. Similarly, in animals, if I say dog, so it can be any dog. If I say an elephant, then it can be any elephant I'm talking about. And similarly, places, when I say cities, towns, villages, countries, these are what common nouns. Because when I say country, then I might be talking about your country, India. I might be talking about some other country, like I might be talking about France. So this country can be used to, when I talk about India, when I talk about Pakistan, when I talk about Nepal, etc. So similarly over here you get to see things. So if I say desk, so it can be any desk. If I say door, it can be any door. So you need to keep in mind that names which are common to all people, animals, places, things like what are called common nouns. The examples I just mentioned to you all. Over there, after that it's written the names of particular particular people, animals, places or things are proper nouns. So If a particular person, that's if a particular people is named something like my name is Priyanka, you are listening to me, and what is your name? Your name might be different, will be different because you all are all different students. So this particular name that you have is going to be an example of proper noun. Similarly, if you have a pet dog and if you call it by some name, then automatically that name by which you call that pet dog will be an example of proper noun. Similar, the place where you live, if it's a village, if it's a town, and if then it will definitely have a name. Like I live in Darjeeling, so Darjeeling is an example of proper noun. And things. So if I talk about something, but if I talk about particular thing, then automatically that is going to be a proper noun. So like if I talk about building, so building is an example of common noun. But if I start saying Taj Mahal, then automatically Taj Mahal is an example of proper noun. So you need to keep this in mind. So let's see some examples that are provided in your book. So here are examples of some common nouns. So among people, some examples are given. So from people, farmer. Farmer is a common noun because a farmer might be the farmer who lives by your near your house, or the farmer might be that farmer who lives near my house. So farmer is a what common noun, because that farmer who works in the field that's next to your house and that farmer that works nearby my field, both are referred to as farmers because they are what this farmer is an example of common noun. Similar, teacher, the person who used to teach your father, it was also called is also called a teacher, and the person who is teaching you now, that is me, I am also called a teacher. So over here you need to keep in mind this is an example of what common noun. So some other examples are provided, let me read it. Doctor, mother, sister, brother, uncle, aunt, grandmother, etc. So these are all examples of people who are these are words that refer to people, and these words are common nouns. So you need to remember these are naming words. Next, let's look at animals. So among animals, you get to see lion, tiger, wolf, fox, dog, cat, hen, duck, parrot, pigeon, owl, fish, snake, etc. are examples of what common nouns. Next, on places you get to see park, school, village, city, hotel, hill, desert, valley, river, sea, pond, lake, etc. So these are all examples of what common nouns. In things you get to see chair, pen, bag, car, fan, radio, apple, potato, spoon, flower, tree, book, etc. Examples of what common noun. Now let's look at some examples of proper nouns. Here are some examples of proper nouns. Among people, see there are names of people given, particular persons. Madan, Sikha, Rekha, Madhuri, Mahesh, Vishal, Amitabh, Smita, Reena, etc. Among animals, the names we call animals as Tommy, Kitty, Tom, Jerry, Marcel, etc. Places, examples of some proper nouns that refers to places are Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, Punjab, Kerala, India, Europe, Australia, etc. The week's days, that is the name of the days in the week, are also examples of what? They are examples of proper nouns. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So you can see they are beginning with capital letter. You need to keep that in mind. Names of months, that is January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. They are also examples of proper nouns. So they are beginning with capital letter. Names of festivals like Holi, Diwali, Christmas, Eid, etc. They are also proper noun. Names of name of books like Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bible, or even Knights, etc. They are also examples of what? They are also examples of proper nouns. So you need to learn what proper nouns are, what common nouns are, what are nouns. So you need to learn them and also try to memorize some of the examples that are provided in your book. A proper noun always begins with a capital letter. So this is something you need to keep in mind. Even in the I have already taught you that a sentence begins with a capital letter. That's true. But if there's a proper noun in between the sentence, that is coming in between the sentence, then you have to write that capital, that you have to start that proper noun with a capital letter. So that is something you need to keep in mind. If the proper noun is placed at the end of the sentence, still at that point also you need to start that proper noun with a capital letter. If that proper noun is placed right at the beginning of the sentence, then over there also that proper noun will start with a capital letter. If you find the proper noun in the middle of the sentence, then also that proper noun is going to be written. That is, we need to write it, that is the first letter needs to be written in capital letter. So we are going to study this much for today. I hope you understood. Try to solve this and exercise that is given in your book. A few days later, I'll be sending you the answers. For the time being, we'll just be learning. Try to read it once again, go through the book once again, and try to memorize the meanings of this common nouns, proper nouns, and along with that, the meaning of the word noun, that's the parts of speech noun, and also try to memorize some of the examples that are provided in your book. So this much for today, children. Thank you.